All right, I want to make sure we're crystal clear on the practice. I'm not going to do all of them for you, but I will do some of them with you. So, most important thing, always make sure you read the directions carefully. So it says, find the sum of the angle measures of each polygon. In our notes from last class, the sum of the angle measures is n, the number of sides, minus 2, and that whole quantity times 180. So for this first one, the number of sides there, if you count, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 sides. That's a really bad 8. Let's make that better. 8 sides minus 2. I'm really going to write out every step here. And I want you guys should be writing as many steps as you can down. Use calculators, please. Be more than happy to let you guys use calculators, but I don't know you know it unless you show me that you know it. So show me something. This is plenty. So the 6 times 180. And then you may need to plug that into your calculator. We get 6 times 80. You should get 1,080. And that is how you solve all of those. Now, 36gon. How many sides does a 36gon have? Remember, it's also called an n-gon. That first number is the number of sides. So you should be doing 36 minus 2 times 180 there. Pay attention to what that question's asked. Some people just wrote 36 sides. That's not what the question's asking there. Make sure you actually find the sum of all the angle measures. And remember, that means this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this one and this one and this one and this one all together are equaling that 1,080, right? So now let's look at number 7 down here. Find the measure of one angle in each regular polygon. So one angle. So let's pick this one. It wants just one measure in each regular polygon, not on the outside. We're looking on the inside. Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So some people really struggled on this part. Let's think. We don't know what just one of those is. We could guess, but that's obviously not what we're going to do here. But we actually already did this very first one. We found the sum of all of them. All of the angles in there. All the angles, that's the angle sign. We know all of the angles adds up to 1,080, right? 1,080. We already found that. You could find it again if you really needed to. But we know all of the angles add up to that. How many angles do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 8 different angles, and we know all of them add up to 1,080. So if we really want to write it all out, we could do angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus blah, 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 blah. You have to do all 8, but that's going to take forever. So we don't want to do all that work. We know all 8, there's 8 angles, 8. We don't know what one angle is, so we'll call that x equals 1,080. Remember, x here equals one angle. So all we need to do to solve that is divide by 8. Some people didn't even show this much work. They just knew there are 8 angles, so we need to divide the total by 8. That's totally fine if you don't want to show all this work, but this will give you your answer. You need to plug that into your calculator. So 1,080 divided by 8 should give you 135. So like I said, some of those numbers you can already find from above before you do your division. We didn't do a 24 gone above, so like you need to find the number or the total sum of all the angles on the inside like the first one before you can find just one, right? So that's helpful on that one. If you have any more questions on like 10 through 12 or the ones that aren't given to you, go ahead and send me an email. Now, these are really tricky for a lot of you, and they're very important. We need to know how to do these. And they're really not so bad. They just look scary. It says find the value of the variable. We know how to find all of the inside, right? That's what we did first. All of the inside ones is n minus 2 times 180. How many sides does this shape have? It has 4. So 4 minus 2 times 180. You have 2 times 180 there. 360 degrees is all of the angles on the inside. That means this angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle all together need to give us our 360. If we're putting them all together, what operation is that usually? If they were just numbers, you would know. If this was 30, 100, you just add them together, right? They just look scary because they're variables. We could still add with variables. So we have 2x plus 20 plus another 2x plus 20 plus 2x plus 2x. If you wrote them shorter already, that's totally fine, but you need to write all of them. All of those together equal our 360. So then we have to combine our like terms. We have 2x, 2x, 2x. Did I forget one? I did forget one. We'll put it over here. There should be 8x and then 2, 4, 6, 8. 8x plus, then we have to add the rest of our terms, like terms together, so we have 60. 20, 40, 60, right? What did I do here? There shouldn't be 3 of them because there's only 2 right here. Oh, I miswrote this. I'm sorry. Make sure you only include each side one time. So that looks better. So that would be 40 then. If that just confused you more, I'm sorry. But you should have, if I erase all this, you should have 2x plus 20 plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x plus 20. Each one accounted for once. So we have 8x plus 40 equals 360. We know how to solve this. We did this in algebra and we did it all last semester. So we subtract 40 from both sides. And if you're still confused on why we do that, it's okay. The reason we do opposite operation is because now those go away. That's 0, right? One less thing by our x. We want to get x all by itself. So now we have 8x equals 320. The reason we do it to both sides is otherwise it would throw off our equation. Whatever you do to the left, you have to do on the right. Now we see 8x. Remember, 8x is the same thing as 8 times x. So opposite operation, we're going to divide there. Divide by 8. If we do it to the left, we have to do it to the right. We get x equals 320 divided by 8. That should be 40. I want you to fix number 14 on your own. If you're stuck on it, come talk to me or send me an email. I guess I'm not there in person yet. But here's number 13 completely done for you. If that still doesn't make sense, shoot me an email and be like, hey, this doesn't make sense to me. Find the missing angle measure. This one, a lot of people did figure out. If you're confused, we did have some people that were just completely thrown off. We know all of the angles except for this one. And we know how to find all of them together, right? So x plus 124 plus 100 plus 118 plus another 100 equals what does that equal? Well, we're going to have to use this n minus 2 times 180 again, right? So there's 5 sides. 5 minus 2 times 180. You should have 3 times 180. 3 times 180 is 540. Now we know this equals 540. I won't solve this the rest of the way out for you, but you should know you can combine all these like terms first, right? And then you might need to subtract that on the other side to get your answer. Again, if you're confused, go ahead and shoot me a message. This one says find the measure of an exterior angle. This one tripped some of us up because of this word "an." We learned in our notes that exterior angles are always 360 degrees. But that's for all of the exterior angles. So like the total. This one only wants 1. I know that because of this keyword "and." It says find the measure of an exterior angle. Just one exterior angle of each regular polygon, round to the nearest 10th. So a decagon has 10 sides. We're thinking really similar to what we had to do above here. If there are 10 sides, how many exterior angles are there? If we had 3 sides, we can extend 1 there, 1 here, and 1 here. That will give us 1, 2, 3. So when we have 3 sides, we have 3 exterior angles. That means when we have 10 sides, we have 10 exterior angles. And they're all the same size. So if we have 10 of them, and we know what the total is, what operation you think that's going to be there? So all of them are 360. There are 10 angles that we don't know what are, 10 x's. So you should be thinking division. 10 x's equals 360. That means that x equals 36. So you're just splitting between all of them equally. So that's going to be division. This one, you need to know, number 18, you need to know what an exterior and interior angle is. So is this one on the inside or the outside of this shape? Are we in here? If it's in the borders, that's inside, right? Anything in there? This one clearly on the outside. So exterior angle. Remember, it's only asking for one of them. So don't write 360. That's all of them. Same thing as above. How do we find just one of them? Well, we know there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that was hard for me to count. So if there's 8 of them, 8 angles, or x's, we'll call them, equals 360. Again, you are dividing by 8. You are dividing by the number of sides. This one, a lot of people got that, but there are 2 angles you're looking for. Find one interior angle and one exterior angle. So make sure you're doing that too. Hopefully this video can get you up to 100%. I want you all to get full credit on this one. You have plenty of class time to do this. This video is only 15 minutes and it does over half of it for you. So go ahead and get that done.